Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to SimTrack's broadcast. And we are coming to you live here with the National Oval Racing Association. This should be a car number that looks familiar to winning here at this track. Dylan Banks out there in the 48 Chevrolet. This is actually the first track that Jimmy Johnson ended up winning his first Nextel Cup at here at Homestead back in 2006. So Dylan Banks looks like he'll be sitting on top of the chart here tonight, as we got a few extra drivers out there who are going to be looking to lock down a solid time. We kind of view our focus in here on the 56 Toyota out there of Mr. Patty. Right now, he is currently sitting uncharted here at the moment, but he is looking to knock out a good time here tonight. Starting park, I believe, out there for the 52 Ford out there of Jacob Malone taking his spot tonight. I believe will be Joey Stats out there in the 69 machine. Definitely, so hopefully we can put some numbers out there for that car for some sort of points gain. We'll talk a little bit about our points here later on tonight and some big moves of guys who are not going to be showing up for this race, which unfortunately is really going to squeeze these guys down when it comes to Martinsville next week. And I wouldn't want to place any bets when you come to the Virginia Paperclip. These guys are going to be trying to mash each other together in less than a mile, coming up with some sort of a winning shot. And speaking of winning shot, Ryan Patty, top of the list here. What a fast time, and even faster out there than Dylan Banks. Notice how the times are starting to match up pretty close between 2, 3, and 4. And Ryan Patty going ahead and beating those guys by almost 50 thousandths of a second, which will be good enough to take the pole here tonight. Dustin Kleba, he's going to settle into 8th. I believe the number 24 Chevrolet of the Wake Up Narcolepsy car, Vincent Arthur, is out there qualifying currently. And joining alongside me tonight will be Stellar Stella. I'll make sure you get a word in here every once in a while, but not too much. But right now, I'm seeing drivers out here getting pretty nervous about this, and they're hoping that they're going to be able to have a solid run here tonight, especially with how rough this track is on the tires.
Yeah, we're looking at a rough track as far as the tires, but tonight their practice started on a track that was already 33% rubbered up. So qualifying and race tonight is going to be on carryover. So I think they're going to have an advantage on this first stage that they normally don't.
Yeah, well, here at Homestead, a few things can change here and there, whether that sun is ever going to come out behind this overcast, and that's going to be pretty tough. Let's take a look at a race here tonight. As 85-degree temperature out there on the track, looking pretty solid for the 160 laps we're running tonight. We're going to stop at least twice here tonight at 48 and 99 for these guys to stop, get fuel, which will be at 60%, and I'm sure a set of tires, which will have at least 6 more in the pit. Of course, this will be a fixed setup league, no fast repairs. I know it's been tumbling around, a possibility of an open setup league. I highly recommend that. That is definitely a way that guys can change the car to their racing style, and everybody can be fast, but we have seen many drivers pay to play, and definitely I call it cheating the system, being able to squeeze out there on a bought setup out there and be able to be fast. All right, you see Stella out there as the commentator. I'll be your lead producer. And, of course, Jacob Gladelick doing an excellent job out there in the Choose Cone car. I'm excited to see how this one is going to get underway as we get ready for this run here at Homestead. Let's go ahead and get to our starting grid here for tonight. Ryan Patty and Dylan Banks will be starting in the row number 1. Ryan Patty needs a win here as he is well below the line. This will be a huge win for him, and especially moving into the finale at Phoenix if he can come away with the spot he is in. Dylan Banks sits second, Brian Jones is third, and Dalton Tucker is our 4th place starter. Moving on to spot number 5, where Tom Senchak, he's moved up, now sitting 5th as Matthew George sits in the 6th spot on the outside of row number 3. Moving on to Tim Harper, Dustin Kleba, Aaron Krolick, and Thomas Walter to finish out our top 10. Jake Christenberry, who just narrowly missed the run at the last cutoff when we did our round of 8, starts 11th. Cody Height will be in the 12th spot. We'll talk about a couple of drivers who will be starting in the back of the field here tonight, but we move on to Zach Hollinger, who starts in 13th with Cameron Thompson. Blade Timmons, good to see Blade out here. He's been doing a heck of a job out there and really puts on a great show for us. He'll be starting in the 15th spot next to Vincent Arthur. A little low spot here for Vincent Arthur, but with his consistent stage wins we've seen, has really been able to work up in the points. Cody Reeder will be starting 17th next to Ryan Bird. Bird really hating his starting spot here, seeing how the win was taken away from him during the Charlotte Roval. Moving on here to Jacob Malone. I believe he may be a starting park, but we'll see if the 52 Ford is going to get out there and do any kind of laps. Moving on to Cody Smith, Jacob Gladelick, and Joey Stats sitting in 22nd. Kyle Rochelle sits 23rd, and Cody Eldred rounding out our field. Moving on back through the rest of our field, the final guys here. Spencer Burton, Nick Gillis, and Adam Kulikowski getting ready for this one as the pace car is off the field. We are getting ready to go. Green flag is out, and we are already underway here at Homestead. All right, great race looking here so far as Ryan Patty has jumped out front. It's still in front of Brian Jones. Jones is making the pass, though, down on the bottom line. Very aggressive on those right side tires there for Brian Jones, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him at all here as he is out there in the Venku machine. Now takes over the lead here of the race. But switching it up, 56 Toyota switches on the bottom line now, trying to get him behind. No can do there for Brian Jones. Watch that turn exit speed coming out of 4 here. And right now, Ryan Patty's going to have to defend. Rotates up in front of him, and Brian Jones looks like he will not lead this lap. Ryan Patty's going to lead his second here of the night. Not bad so far. Couple of drivers already shifting. Blade Timmons from 15th up to 10th. Cody Reeder sitting just behind that as Reeder's on the tear here. Up to 10th already. Check this out as he slides up underneath and up to the front he goes. So apparently, terrible qualifying time for our 17th place starter, but he's up into the top 10 as his Ford keeps charging.
Yeah, this is looking good. I was watching Cody Height there on the bottom line, and we're 3 wide back here. That's that's not too good when the straightaways are only 3 degrees of banking.
Yep, well, drivers will have to figure out how to make some room for one another. Aaron Kralik starting in 6th. Right now he is, sitting in 6th, starting 9th, as he's got right now the Tim Harper and the 12 Ford working on the bottom there. Doesn't seem to be doing too well out there as Kralik tries to hold this top line. Kleba now flossing underneath of him here, and right now, the ones on the Move Stella are the Venku team of KPR Racing, and right now they are still on a roll here, starting to clump together. Brian Jones still remains 2nd, Dustin Kleba sitting 6th, and Cody Reeder's fought himself into the 10th position. Right now, these are the closest drivers from their entire team, and I'm interested to see if throughout this race, if they are able to come up with some sort of pit strategy to see if they can nail a 1-2-3 here tonight.
Yeah, I see several guys are moving up. You were talking about Cody Reeder. Take a look at number 3, Nick Gillis. He is up 10 places already from where he started at the green flag.
Yes, that he is. He's up to 16th. Not bad, but the driver sitting right in front of him as well. Jacob Malone out there in the 52 Ford. Interesting to see we pull the 69 Bucky's machine away from him here. I don't know if Malone, or what's the story behind that, of what's going on out there. Stella, if you could end up finding out what Jacob Malone is doing in a different car. I thought for a moment there the 52 machine was not supposed to be out here tonight, but apparently he's still out there and doing his thing.
Yes, but why he is not in the 69 Joey Stats is he's got little Bucky's there on the side, though.
Yeah, hopefully maybe we'll find out here later on in this run. See if something else is going on. Let's see if we can check on a couple of drivers out there. One of them to kind of note here is Ryan Bird. He's one of those guys who's going to end up being a winning in here in the next couple of races. Right now he's sitting 14th. Trying to churn his way back up to the front. Kyle Rochelle picking up pace as well. He's up to now 16th. A lot of drivers moving up. Apparently these hot laps from a lot of the guys aren't paying off. One to note, Cameron Thompson, he's down from 14th to 24th, and big time loss here. Dylan Banks all the way down to 23rd. It looks like there may be a problem out there with Reeder.
My heavens, yes, I'd call that a problem when he's down on the apron sideways.
Yeah.
From what I can read, Jacob Malone will be racing tonight. He is in a backup car.
All right, well, we'll double check out here and see what happened to Cody Reeder here on lap number 8. Whoa! No caution brought out for that, so Cody Reeder gets up into the top 10, is now going to be playing chase with the rest of the field. A driver on the move as well, Dalton Tucker, now all of a sudden shoots into the second spot. We haven't seen Dalton Tucker in quite a while. Glad to see the 42 Chevrolet rejoining back here with the National Oval Racing Association. Unfortunately, about 3 races before the end here, Homestead is tonight. We move on to Martinsville next week. And then the finale where the final 4 make it on to Phoenix. That is going to be a tough race as this season is coming to an end. I believe we also have another driver, Thomas Walter, in the North Star Designs. Boy, I'm starting to get mush mouth here tonight. Drops down to 15th. Right now his Chevrolet looked like he had a bad line there. And he's trying to fight his way back up front. And Stella, talk to me a little bit about the penalties here tonight as we move to Cody Smith, who had to serve in no qualified position here. He's already up to 16th.
Yeah, as well as Kyle Rochelle. What I was looking at is the 41 is actually just served an EOL and drive-through for a qualifying when he wasn't supposed to. So, yeah, we've got a couple people moving around, not for lack of talent, but just for processing.
Yep. All right. Cody Reeder already coming down pit road, as well as Nick Gillis. Interesting strategy here. I think this is going to be... Whoop. Gillis missed the box big time.
No.
Yeah, he's going to hate that. So Choose Cone looks like he'll be starting in differently. Right now, Jay out there saying he heard that. Yeah, Tyler Dalton, but not Dalton Tucker. All right, right now out there, even Darren. I appreciate you joining us here tonight. Darren joins us here for our podcast here, or streaming service.
There you go.
That we've got going on here. Right now, that is Brian Jones, who's under fire currently by Dalton Tucker. And I believe Ryan Patty, I think, is getting ready to hit his first little bit here of some lap traffic.
That did not take long on this 1.5-mile course.
No, it did not. Well, a couple of guys having to offset pit here and doing some different things is starting to catch up with a couple of these drivers.
Yeah, I'm interested in the fact that I'm looking at 3 guys that are below the cut line of the playoffs this evening, are all in the top 10.
Yeah, currently at the moment. I don't know if that's going to hold out, though. Cameron Thompson has them there in the 41 Chevrolet. I believe he's in danger of going to lap down. Stella, if you could find out what is going on with Nick Gillis. We're up to 1.5 minutes here sitting in pit road. And hopefully we'll have some sort of an update of what is going on. I don't see any body damage out there on the number 3 car, so it looks like he's going to be in the weeds here for this race. He's going to be looking way back, trying to see if he can hold on to it. Right now, we move back to Dustin Kaliba, who sits 6th as we pass over Tom Senchak and Tim Harper, who are 4th and 5th. Vincent Arthur has fought himself up to the 7th position. If he can hold here, I'm assuming we're going to have to pit at least once. Moving on to the next round when we finish this stage here. So Vincent Arthur is currently sitting 7th. That'll gain him some more points here tonight. And we'll talk a little bit about our points chase here tonight as we get a little bit of a moment. This is what we're looking at here, ladies and gentlemen. Vincent Arthur sitting 32 points above the line. Jacob Malone is only up 23. Tom Senchak up 18. And a big loss here for Josh Conover. Remember, he had a dismal finish last week. Josh Conover is not here tonight. Currently out enjoying time with his family. And he is going to be almost a must-win and in as he will be below the cut line after tonight's race. Right now, Ryan Patty, as you see him sitting in the 8th spot, 34 points below the line, is our leader here for the race. So right now, this is huge here for Ryan Patty and could totally upset the entire field here. If he can come from 8th into a position into the finals, that would be huge for him here tonight. I do not see Brady Moats here either, so I believe Brady Moats may be checking out here, and depending on Martinsville as well. Ryan Bird and Aaron Krolick are just barely underneath the line. Bird's going to have a harder time, but Krolick is definitely going to be looking to overturn Josh Conover here and change it up. I would say big if, Ryan Patty can come away with a win, does not matter. As Aaron Krolick will be pushed then, should be down to 6th. Conover will be then bumped to 5th. And Ryan Patty will slide out of the 8th to the top 4 position here. So he would be, I believe, the only playoff driver to have a winning in this round. All right, let's rotate back to Tom Senchak. As right now, Ryan Patty is out by over a 2-second lead. Right now, this is absolutely critical for him, being out at front as far as he is. Can he hold it up? We've seen Ryan Patty go out there, and Ryan Bird as well, go out there, lead a boatload of laps, just can't seem to get the finish he's looking for. And right now, if he can just stay out of trouble and have the right pit strategy here, I think this would work out very, very well for him here tonight. But Stella, we are already dealing with a bunch of drivers who are some laps down here. Cody Reeder and Spencer Burton, just to name a couple here. And I believe Cameron Thompson has gone a lap down. That's going to put Dylan Banks next on the chopping block. And Blade Timmons completed 4 laps. Looks like possibly a disconnect here. Can you give me any update here on Nick Geilis, who's only made it just shy of 11 laps here and remains in pit for the last 5 minutes?
Yeah, went down to pits to ask what was going on, and he is just not feeling well this evening. So he's decided to go ahead and spot for his team and call it an evening.
All right, good man. Definitely you want to help out your teammates when you can. Speaking of a teammate, Cody Height in the 84 Chevrolet coming down into pit road here on lap number 20. Boy, it's going to be tough here. That's already going to put him a lap down, but we kind of hone in back on Tom Senchak, who's a driver who's finally starting to cut into Ryan Patty's lead here. That 2-second gap is starting to dwindle quickly, now almost to 1 3/4 of a second behind, if Senchak can just keep up. But I would say Patty's out to the nice, comfortable lead. We might see him dialing back. Right now we move now to Tim Harper, who currently sits 4th. And Stella, right now, Tim Harper's had really a stroke of bad luck this season. This guy just can't seem to get out of the way. I think him and Cody Eldred as well, the 12 and the 15, both those guys just have been hammered up all season. And I'm hoping, come next season, these guys might be able to get a break.
Yeah, good luck with that. I believe we may be even changing cars and tactics. You were saying we might have an open league, so it's open to everybody as far as who can make that run.
Well, we'll definitely hold our breath as more things are yet to come. Even as iRacing does their updates as they go, a few things change here and there. Nothing is ever set in stone. Right now, we see Krolick has passed Ryan Bird, though, here on the back end. And Bird now up 9 positions from 18th to 9th. Not bad. Jacob Malone still sitting in the top 10 here.
He is.
Yeah, interesting look here. As everybody who out there got jerseys for the number 69 Bucky's machine is now going to have to be rooting on the 52 Ford here tonight. Ryan Bird, oh man, almost greets the barrels. Just
wow,
barely
that was
makes
close.
it in. Yep, that's going to move Malone up to 9th. Matthew George now 10th. It looks like Matthew George finally getting back to the old Powerade scheme. Might be able to kind of rally up a little bit of momentum here, getting back in the old paint scheme.
Yeah, he's one of.
Go ahead.
One of our ones that locked himself into the playoffs initially on points alone. He's a very dependable driver.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a lot of drivers, no matter what league, very difficult to get in even without a win. via points, but I have not seen anybody actually been able to capitalize on making it in just on points. When you got tough drivers out there like Josh Conover, Vincent Arthur, and even Jacob Malone out there who've been going out there and getting the wins almost by the bushel now, it's extremely hard to make it by points because you just have to be consistent. Here in the playoffs, it's almost you've got to have a win if you want to move on.
Yeah. Well, we have two fellas that just came down, Aaron Krolick and Jake Christenberry. They're coming on their way out, while Dalton Tucker, Kyle Rochelle, and Adam Kulikowski are on their way into pits, seeing if they're going to just fuel up or take advantage of one of those sets of tires.
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea, and kind of split this stage in half, though, as Dustin Kleba takes the high line here as Tom Senchak on his way down.
Okay, yeah, I was watching Senchak. He kind of double clutched it there, coming over the paint. Wasn't sure if he was losing a little bit of control, but all is well.
Yep, seems everything is doing well here so far. As we sit off the side of Brian Jones, remember he was sitting currently in that second and third spot here, but is getting pinched. It's right behind Tim Harper. Harper now slides to the bottom as Vincent Arthur gets super close there to the quarter panel. Notice these guys. This is actually a battle bout for that third and fourth position. And oddly enough, let's see how they come in. Vincent Arthur makes it in. It looked like Tim Harper had to back out of it there. Harper looked like he was trying to come into pit, but realized his entry was not going to be it. Malone moves up to fifth. Joey Stats now sits sixth. As the 69 machine looks like he changes to the Castrol Edge machine. Yeah, interesting change up there. We move back to Cody Eldred, who is yet to pit. Currently, we are still looking at, I believe, 12 drivers who have not come down into pit. Make that 11. That's our leader. Ryan Patty working his way on down. Stage will stop at 48. Lap number 30 is underway as Dustin Kleba out there in the Venku machine with Brian Jones closely behind him. And remember what I was saying, possibly a 1-2-3. I think that might have been possible if our driver of Cody Reeder did not end up spinning out back there on lap 8.
Yeah, remember Brian Jones was our winner last week in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah. All right, Brian Jones working his way on down. Malone now moves to second. Yeah, Malone in the all-black car here. Very unusual look for him. Joey Stats currently sitting third. That moves Eldred up to fourth. And I think we may have an opportunity here for Dylan Banks. But Banks is yet to pit. Currently now sixth. So who can come back out and on time? I would say Ryan Patty's got a heck of a chance. As Ryan Patty now is up to sixth from drivers like Brian Jones and Zach Hollinger, who've well worked their way into pits. So we got a lot of shuffling up here.
We do. On
this track, especially with the pit strategy that we are seeing. Excellent job here so far by everybody out there on the track. Only one fumble up out there by Cody Reeder. I don't think it was assisted there by Vincent Arthur.
No.
Would like to say that Ryan Patty did only take 2 tires out there for a 10-second pit stop time. Cameron Thompson still is yet to pit. Remember, he ended up going a lap down. Now he currently sits behind Ryan Patty, but he's going to have to pit. Vincent Arthur will probably move himself into the second position, who he himself also came in and only got 2 tires. The separation between Vincent Arthur and Ryan Patty is sitting about 2.5 seconds now, as they are definitely playing chase. Joey Stats coming on down, and now back out of his pit box. He's working on out. Jacob Malone coming down next. Boy, he's coming in hot. Wow. If he didn't speed, that would be something.
Yeah, that would be... If he did speed, that would be very bad.
Yes. Yeah, especially for him being able to rack up some points here tonight. That would be really huge for Jacob Malone not to lose his advantage in the points chase here. Right now, Dustin Kleba still hanging on out there and yet to pit 35 laps into this race.
He did not speed.
He did not. Excellent.
No.
4 tires and fuel for Mr. Malone. Back out he's going to go. Unfortunately, this is going to cause him to fall way back. I believe currently sitting 15th. And Joey Stats will be passing him pretty soon, as well as Matthew George. As they get around him, Kyle Rochelle as well. And Thomas Walter won't have enough speed to run him down. Now, Thomas Walter did come in on lap 28. I would question the driver who came in on lap number 10, Cody Reeder. And we've seen him play a lot of fuel strategy out here, especially with the spin out there. If he's taking fuel, he may be able to stay on to the lead lap, continue running these guys down, and might be able to switch it up here into the next stage. But one of his own teammates still has yet to come down. This is Cameron Thompson desperately trying to stay on the lead lap. And if Kaliba can pass him here, woo, a little loose coming out of the turn there. If Kaliba can pass Cameron Thompson, that would leave only our top 5 drivers who are not a lap down. And you want to talk about an ill-timed caution.
Oh, yeah. No, let's not do that.
Well, seeing that our top 5 would have to come down for fuel and tires, unless they decided not to pit. Everybody should get their lap back. Everybody will end up getting the wave around, and I believe that'll give everybody all the way back to 22nd back onto the lead lap. Yeah, possibly even farther. Another driver has retired for the night. Looks like Cody Smith out there in the Home Depot machine is checked out. Dylan Banks on his way down into pits. He'll have the second stall here tonight. And looks like at least a set of right sides are going on. We'll keep a check on him as Kaliba is out in front of Kaliba is out in front of Cody Eldred by over 16 and a half seconds.
He's coming down into the pits.
Yep, that he is. Only leaving us one driver who is yet to pit. And it's that number 15 Chevrolet we're taking a look at right now. And the pink scheme. And that's going to do it. Eldred working his way on down. 25 seconds behind is Ryan Patty. Patty will be assuming the lead here yet again. Seeing pit lane times, possibly with 4 tires and fuel. We're looking at over 44 seconds. So we'll see where this places Kaliba. Kaliba with a 5.6 second pit stall time. Wow.
That is fast even for 2 tires.
Yeah, well, that's not even tires. That is a fuel and go here. So Kaliba definitely taking the gamble here as he is looking to see if he can get out in front. Tom Senchak could use one more position to see if he can get some more points here tonight to help run down the 2 playoff drivers that are in front of him. So Ryan Patty definitely starting to enjoy his time out front. Plenty of fresh air to the front nose of that Toyota out there. And the Camaro out there of Vincent Arthur is currently sitting in second. I'm sure he's taking notes as we speak about how in the world Vincent Arthur is going to come from behind here, especially on the strategy Ryan Patty pulled. Now, Ryan Patty, consider he was out front by 2.5 seconds. Only 1.5 if you count how Senchak was starting to run him down.
Okay.
And came in 1 lap later than Vincent Arthur, and they both took the same tire strategy.
Yeah, well, I don't see him making in 7 laps making up 3 seconds unless something terrible happens, like Patty eats the wall. But, second on a stage is not bad as far as collecting points.
No, not at all. I'm just talking about Ryan Patty's chances of winning this race.
Oh, you're way up there.
Of course, because right now, remember, Ryan Patty's a winning in. He has to. Yes. Even if he wins all the stages for the remaining 2 for this race and next race and doesn't come away with a win, he's not going to make it. He's at a win-and-in situation.
Okay. He still has Martinsville, too.
Yes, but he's also dead last, sitting 34 points below the line. And Conover returns next week.
Okay.
So, and consider you're also running other people down here, Stella. So when you have drivers like Aaron Crawley who are only 4 points below the line, and Kralik is currently sitting 10th. He's gaining points because of where he is for this stage. So right now, this is huge for him to get around Dalton Tucker and Jake Christenberry, who are currently less than a quarter of a second in front of him here. So Kralik may be on a tear. Oh, dog! Who was that?
I am not terribly sure, but I saw him jump into that wall bad.
Yeah, I thought Spencer Burton. Yep, that's him.
Oh my!
So the exit of turn number 2 strikes again. No caution here, especially with debris and damage.
But it's off the racing surface.
Yeah, we do have to take a look at that again here.
Yeah, because it starts, I think, on the outside wall. Flink. And then in.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it started to slide and he went to turn right a little bit to correct, and that car just snapped. So over to the wall he goes.
Oh. No, you can't have Guileless's spot. How rude.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a better pit crew.
Yeah, he may have made sure he was out of the box there, and that way he can drive in. Either check or uncheck tires here and get back at it. All right, Patty out in front by 3 1/4 seconds as the stage will be coming to an end here in a couple of laps. Not bad, though. Has been working out beautifully here for Ryan Patty and his strategy. Matthew George now pushing past Kyle Rochelle. And Jacob Malone needs to come up with another position. He's going to have to find another half a second to run down Dustin Kaleba. He is making up a substantial amount of time, though.
Yeah. This is it.
Yep, this is Malone here. That's Kaleba on the outside. He has to pass him this lap.
He's not going to want to lose that 10th point gaining position.
Yep. Well, Kaleba's out of the run, so I think Kaleba went ahead and checked out and got out of the way. And these two in front of him here are going for it. Oh, dog, we're going to take it 3 wide. 3 wide heading into 3. Malone from 10th to 8th. Excellent job here. Can he handle the slide up? Oh, wow. Yes, he can.
Yes.
8th position, not bad.
All righty. So Ryan, Patty, Vincent, Arthur, and Tom Senchak, 1, 2, and 3 for stage number 1.
Boy, that'll help Ryan Patty out there. Excellent job here by Ryan Patty. Yeah, this is huge for his run here tonight, I gotta admit.
Oh, yeah.
These guys sit back and forth trying to figure out how they're going to run and do this deal here tonight.
But we've got 2 other drivers that are down below that cut line that are doing their best to get some points too. In 6th and 7th, you have Ryan Bird and you have Aaron Kralik.
Yeah, especially 3 guys in elimination here in the top 10. This is really good timing for them.
Yep, you got 3 above and 3 below. And here they come. Looks like lining up in a beauty pageant.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see. Ryan Patty does have the farthest stall all the way here at the end. As he comes into pits.
So it looks like we have 4 fellas that stayed out. That'd be Dylan Banks, Cody Eldred, Cody Reeder, and Cameron Thompson. Work on maybe getting one of their laps back.
Oh, dog. Vincent Arthur. Stellar time out there.
Now, does he get to pick high or low line?
Yes. Well, okay. This is also choose cone.
Yeah, but he'd be the first to pick.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I would
just thinking
assume
about
Vincent Arthur would probably take outside line here.
Okay.
But man, oh man, what a time, though. Lane
I
time
just
was almost identical.
really.
But Ryan Patty, 15.62 in the box. His pit crew failed him, as
Oh,
Vincent Arthur got a 14.7.
nice.
So the Rainbow Warriors would be proud of Vincent Arthur's job out there. And his pit crew down in the stall. So we get ready for the choose cone here. First time that we'll see Jacob Gladelick out there on the field. Glad to see
Now,
the 14 car setting up here.
You're saying how well these guys did in the 14s and 15s. I wonder what in the world caused Jacob Malone to take a 16.3 in the pits this time. I mean, I didn't know he had any damage.
No, I wouldn't think so. I would definitely not think so. All right, let's get ready for our choose cone. And let's see what our leader, Vincent Arthur, now is going to choose. Inside line.
Psych.
Boy, Bird and Senchak getting close here.
They're too funny. You know, I thought it was women who had trouble making decisions. These guys, it's like...
All right, rotating at the top of your screen, guys, are the best times these drivers have been laying down here lately. Some have broken into the 32s, which is pretty impressive. Some haven't gotten out of the 33s.
So
Homestead
now,
Bridge. Go ahead.
oops, sorry. Who just took off to get a lap back?
If I'm not mistaken, I thought Dylan Banks.
Okay.
But driver who's up to speed currently is Cameron Thompson.
Ah, that's who it was.
Yep. Yeah, Dylan Banks was the last one in our field. Who's going to get at the end of the longest line. Ready for this one. So Vincent Arthur taking us to another restart this season.
Yes, and we know after watching him all season that he can get a good jump and never look back. So Ryan Patty, I think, has his work cut out for him here.
Yeah, I think there's only been a couple of times that Vincent Arthur has maybe missed a shift or gotten in trouble during a restart. I believe that was also when he was stuck in the field out there and ended up rear-ending somebody.
Choom.
Green flag is out. Vincent Arthur off to a great start here. Tom Senchak will be following along very quickly. Senchak up to second. Now moves Ryan Patty down to third as they are spreading far and wide behind him. Patty still playing chase here, looking off the back. Oh, man, Tim Harper. Harper down toward the bottom as they fan out behind Ryan Patty here. Patty now battling alongside Harper. Wow. Yeah, the Premier Setups vehicle trying to see if he can place a line here. They give it to Ryan Patty, taking the high line, oddly enough. This is very unusual from his original start here of the race. I think he's trying to see if he can get some turn exit speed to run down Tom Senchak. Once you're in that dirty air, it's practically impossible to start making some passing. And I think this is the first time we'll see Ryan Patty dealing with some of these issues. Speaking of Ryan Patty, let's rotate back to Ryan Bird, who's now up to 6th right now. Once again, Tim Harper is involved out here. And Late Apex Racing trying to get a few more guys up toward the front. His own teammate of Tom Senchak, who now has regained the lead as Vincent Arthur's dropped to 3rd.
Wow.
Yeah, bad turn there for Arthur. As he drops down to 3rd here, that takes away the 15 positions he gained from qualifying. There's a little contact. Ryan Patty getting into Senchak there. I think Senchak tried to squeeze down a little bit. And the 56 of Ryan Patty just trying to get some fresh air. As soon as he can get broken away here, I think Ryan Patty's going to try to take off. This is huge right now. Dustin Kleba is in some trouble here in the back, though, as he was caught in the middle of a 3 wide. And, Kleba, as I say something, Kleba's now out of control here. No caution.
My goodness. Yep, he went straight off the racing surface, so they usually give that a bye.
Yeah, that's the second driver from KPR Racing that has been caught up in a spin, coming out of 2 with no caution.
Yeah, a couple of our fellows back there are having a bit of a blinking problem.
Yep, we'll take a look here. Watch Kleba. Whoop. Well, I give it to Kleba for saving it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, at the cost of Aaron Krolick's left side.
Yeah.
And out into the lead, Ryan Patty. So now he's going to try to scramble and get away from Vincent Arthur, who's now overcome Tom Senchak. Right now, Vincent Arthur looking to put on the pressure and do it sooner than later. Taking a look back here. This is Ryan Patty looking at Vincent Arthur. Arthur looking to the inside. Good dive in there. Realizes he's not going to make it. You see the checkup.
Yeah, but I don't think Arthur's going to let him get too far away.
Yeah.
He didn't like that 3-second lead last time.
No. And I tell you, Ryan Patty doing a little bit of a power move, hanging right in that spot where Vincent Arthur needs to start rotating up the turn. Oof. Shot to the wall here by Ryan Patty.
We have smoke in the back. Somebody and a caution.
First caution coming out. Jake Christenberry's involved.
Oh.
Boy, you want to talk about saving Dustin Kleba's race. All right, yellow flag comes out involving Jake Christenberry. Oof. See that fender roll up here. Boy, it looked like Christenberry almost had a mechanical issue there. It's like he couldn't get off the wall.
Yeah, I'd have to see that again.
Ooh, he's falling behind Jones here. Yeah, you see the car straighten up. Wall rides it, and then finally it disconnects.
Oh, wow. But no contact at all with anybody. That's really not much different than the very first Cody Reeder move, coming through the crowd and onto the apron.
Yeah, let's take a look here. That's from Dylan Banks' machine. Whew. He was already having a little trouble out there with Adam Kulikowski.
Well, we have wholesale visits to the pits here.
Yep. We'll keep you guys apprised of what happens if anything changes down in the pits. It says Cameron Thompson had an issue out here as well. I don't know.
Doink.
Whoop.
Oil slick.
Boy, the landscaping guy's going to charge him for that one.
I know. He just wanted to cool off his tires in the...
Uh-huh. All right. Pit stops for just about everybody. A driver who was not taking here is Cody Reeder. Came in on lap 49, so he came in at the stage. Yeah, the only driver not to come down.
Really? I see that.
Ah, here he comes.
Ah. Well, when he came in, he only took, just a splash of fuel. So maybe he has time now to get some tires, too.
Yeah, pretty tough race here. That's for sure. We see a couple of guys having to make a few different changes out here.
All right. Jake Christenberry is able to get back out.
All right. Whoop, choose cone. Almost got it.
So do we have some fellas that have taken it to the garage for this evening? Looks to me like perhaps Spencer Burton, Cody Smith,
Yes.
Blade Timmons.
Yep. All three of those guys. We do kind of want, like I said, I was going to try to update you guys on anything odd out there. Here's one for you. Ryan Patty currently will be starting in the 7th position.
Dude.
Yeah, Ryan Patty decided to opt for a set of tires. Everybody else came down for about a splash of fuel and back out. Vincent Arthur, Tom Senchak, all the way to Dalton Tucker, under 6 seconds in the box.
Okay, then Ryan Bird did also. Perhaps 2 tires?
Yes.
Ah.
So we'll see how that plays out. I do want to give a quick check here to Ryan Bird with Late Apex Racing, and hopefully this is going to work out for him. Ryan Bird, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. I definitely don't want to poke you too much before we get back under green. 2-tire strategy call. What are we looking for here?
Hopefully a little mix of keeping some track position and maybe some extra grip here throughout the stage. Hoping it stays green from here.
Yeah, we definitely hope so as well. I know there are a couple things you guys have been looking at, and you're definitely trying to turn your race around. Good luck to you out there, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
All right, Ryan Bird out there with Late Apex Racing is currently sitting on the outside here of Kyle Rochelle. All right, let's get ready to get this one back under green. Vincent Arthur. Another great restart out of him. Tom Senchak looks like he'll be playing follow the leader again. And oddly enough, Tim Harper a little slow on the get and go there. As that is going to cost him. He loses the 2nd spot, which normally is guaranteed once you start behind the leader. Rochelle blinking out back here.
Yeah, he's been blinking. It's hopefully not going to cause too much trouble. It's like Hollinger's doing the same thing.
Yep. Well, Drift King out there is also our famous Choose Cone out there in the chat. Hopefully he's still tuned in, and somebody's got their eyes out there on Rochelle while we have our eyes here on Tim Harper, who is currently the meat in the sandwich. Down to the bottom is Jacob Malone, Brian Jones up high. Right now, the 12 caught in the middle here is right now Ryan Patty, who needs to have that stellar race, is watching all this from behind. Let's sit on top.
Oh my, I thought we were going to go 4 wide there for a second.
Yeah, they're thinking about it. Right now, Ryan Patty taking a couple different peeks out there where he can and can't go.
He cannot go forward.
Now, Tim Harper losing a lot of positions here. That now drops him down to 8th. If Ryan Patty can finish making the pass, high line here. So a set of right side tires for Ryan Patty. This is looking really good here for him as he seems to be handling these turns a lot better than the drivers who sit in front of him. There it is, Malone looking to see if he can just get out and continue rolling here. Malone is up there working on Dalton Tucker. As still the thorn in the side here is Tim Harper to the inside. This looks like a touch and go there by Tim Harper to keep him honest. Patty into the wall. That might help him, though, as Patty now starting to run down Dalton. Here it comes.
Oh, wow. My goodness, did he slice down on that?
He had to. Ran out of room. Real estate was already given to somebody else, so that gives Ryan Patty. We'd say he was tumbling around with 8th, now up to 5th. Yeah, this is huge here for Ryan Patty to slide up. He'll be following behind Jacob Malone now. Dirty air, plentiful. Whoop. Patty almost loses a little bit of control out there. Thomas Walter sitting 14th. As it looks like he's batting along the inside of Dustin Kleba, who ended up having a little bit of a spin out there on 56 without a caution.
There we go. Aaron Krolick gave him some room. If he wants it, he's going to have to take it, but he decides to tuck in instead.
Yeah, Kleba went to go inside. Krolick made the block. Contact did happen there between Kleba and Krolick. We'll see these two going at it here. Something tells me there's a dirty block and Kleba's not happy.
Oh.
Yeah, Hollinger, huge blink there.
Yes.
That's going to mess up Kleba's exit line here. Good job there by Thomas Walter to go ahead and move out of the way. It's the 88 machine. We almost lose him for an entire turn.
I didn't even realize he was in the mix until he suddenly appeared. Oh, and he is loose. Bad. So on top of everything else.
Yeah, Hollinger is a driver who came down for fuel only on lap number 60. So he's still riding on the same tires from stage break here.
Ouch. No wonder that back end is having its way with him. Wagging the dog.
Yep. Out there in the chat, Brady Moats joining us.
Hey!
Yep. Looked like you got to go out and do a little bit of deer hunting out here.
Lovely.
Or out there, anyway. A couple of guys are starting to make a couple different shifts out there. Let's check in on Dylan Banks. Should be Banks working around Kyle Rochelle here. Not bad. There's a late apex driver there of Kyle Rochelle's going to fall down to 11th. Whoop, little nudge there to the wall. And I've got to admit, you talk to any race car driver out there, whether on the sim or on the racetrack, they enjoy these safer barrier walls. You can nudge them a little bit without it destroying your race car. So it's a lot easier to hit jock the driver around. And that's exactly what you're seeing here. Everybody taking full advantage out there of a couple of different angles there. Let's check in on Brian Jones, who's currently sitting fourth as Malone moves up to third. Right now, best line for Ryan Patty is going to try to follow Jacob Malone around. He's going to run out of room, though. Sit along here with Ryan Patty.
Yeah, he chopped right in front of Brian Jones after he made that pass, too.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah, right now, Ryan Patty using all of the racetrack here. He's the highest driver right now who did take 2 tires. He left Ryan Bird back there in 8th. And I think we may have a battle for the lead as Vincent Arthur and Tom Senchak. Senchak took a look through 3 and 4. No can do. Vincent Arthur pulls through. Yeah, they're definitely hoping for a couple of different things out there. Dalton Tucker, a temporary driver out there running in the 42 machine of Josh Conover's. Busch Light, Chevrolet. That's the 69 machine up top there of Joey Stats. And we are separated in the front by only 1/10 of a second between these two.
Nice.
They're trying to run off with this one, but Malone is keeping it close. Watch Senchak here.
Yeah. Between Malone and Stats, Beer Money Racing is doing pretty well in the top 10 tonight.
Yep. Set along here with Tom Senchak. Vincent Arthur able to pull away yet again. Great job here by Vincent Arthur fending these guys off. But the more these two battle, the more the ones in behind are starting to reel them in. Malone in that last run was able to pick up 2 more 10ths when Tom Senchak gets out from behind Vincent Arthur. Ryan Patty up to 3rd. Patty with a huge run here lately.
Yes.
Yeah, this past lap. And let's talk about some of the last laps. 32.99. That's 3/10 faster than Senchak. Oddly enough, I think that's 4/10 faster than our leader. Patty's starting to kick it into overdrive here. Next lap we're looking for is lap number 99. That is going to be our second stage. Senchak saw something coming and got nervous.
Wow. Yeah, I wasn't sure there wasn't going to be contact there. I'm glad Netcode didn't take over for them. So Brady Moats is out there hoping that Dalton gets the win tonight. So he's going to be rooting for the number 42.
Yep. Notice how Ryan Patty is trying to push Senchak up to the front, and he does. Picks up a little more speed. Patty now to the outside. Jacob Malone sits low enough. He can try to get a little fresh air to the nose of his Ford. Patty being really, really tough on those right side tires here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to give him all he expects.
Yeah, Senchak is just kind of watching him playing peekaboo out of that rear view mirror. And even Brady Moats is saying, how about that 24 machine? Yep. Vincent Arthur's been pretty tough here. The driver who led the most laps here so far this race is Ryan Patty in the 56, and he's coming on with a vengeance. 3/10 behind our leader, and is looking for second. He's got it.
Gone.
Yeah, quick little dive move there to get it out in front. Does Senchak help him? Wow. Not look like it. Patty gonna get away.
No, we're looking at the 4 playoff drivers right there. Arthur, Patty, Senchak, and Malone. I don't know how much help you're going to be getting from anybody.
Yeah, especially with how this run is going. It looks like the crew chief for Ryan Patty went ahead and checked off Tom Senchak there. Next on the list is Vincent Arthur. Starting to reel him in here. Look at that turn exit speed. Vincent Arthur looks like a sitting duck here.
So he'll ride the high line and then come down on him with the extra speed.
Yep.
Right.
Here he comes on the backstretch. Patty. Here he comes inside. Vincent Arthur unable to dive down. Patty going to hold a higher line here and see if he can get Vincent Arthur out of shape. Let's see how this rotate out of the turn. Side by side, they're looking in each other's windows as we come to the line. Still goes to Vincent Arthur. Patty will have him this turn. But does Patty get a little bit of his own medicine here? Is that 2-tire stop? Is it going to pay off if Vincent Arthur tries to hook the turn? Boy, no can do. Patty's going to have to ride deeper into this turn and sacrifice a little right side damage on the Geico machine.
Wow.
And Patty full clear. Fresh air to the nose of the 56 Toyota. And as Boomer would say in baseball, going, gone. Goes Ryan Patty from Vincent Arthur, but not so fast. Jacob Malone in the 52 Ford. Here he comes.
He just passed Arthur like he was standing still, too.
Yeah, the most wins here during the playoffs go to Jacob Malone. Malone looking to get back into the winner's circle in a different car number.
Yeah, that might not be a great thing for him. He's doing wonderful inroads on the leaders, but Vincent Arthur, maybe he just caught him off guard or something, because he came back pretty quick, passed him again, and now Malone's having to do an instant replay.
Yeah, but remember how Malone has been all season. Right now, these two have been bashing doors. And Vincent Arthur going to ride alongside him here. Heading into 3, Malone may take the high line that he enjoyed last lap. Decides not to, takes mid-steam. Whoop, a little slip there. Yeah, but look who's coming back into the picture. Here comes Dustin Kaliba, currently sitting 5th. Ryan Bird working on staying in 5th, though. As our top 5 are all playoff drivers, Kaliba's looking to break that up. Right now, this would be a great race for Bird to come in clutch here. If he can do it. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's why I've got our camera here on Kaliba.
Yeah, he just sliced down and passed both Malone and Senchak, and is now looking at Vincent Arthur's place.
Yeah, now let's talk a little bit about strategy out there. Dustin Kaliba back on lap 64 tires.
Oh.
Yep, but he is also our spin out there on 56. That did
Okay.
not cause our caution. Fortunately, a caution for him came out on lap 59, only 3 laps later. So his teammate Cody Reeder, who also had a slip up back on lap 8, has now gotten up to 13th. Yeah, not bad. Not bad for the KPR team. Ryan Petty's
Wow.
still out front by 0.6 of a second over top of Dustin Kleba, and Kleba's trying to run him down.
Yeah, well, right now, Jacob Malone and Ryan Bird are playing footsies over here.
Yep. Well, Ryan Bird taking the high line. As loose as Malone is, you wouldn't think he'd be taking the low side here. Senchak out of the top 5.
Yeah, they seem to be having a little, bit of a merry-go-round thing, but nobody's out of contention.
Oh, they are not. Stella, I want you to confirm and make sure I had everything correct. Lap 99 should be our stopping point.
That is correct.
Okay, so these guys are racing like it's lap 90.
I know.
I would say the big head scratcher for some of these guys when they did come down in a pit. When some of them were having to pit. I think some of them were able to stretch it out at least 30 some odd laps, which may draw most of our guys short here. As seen, they came down on lap 60. So I mean 39, almost 40 laps are going to have to go.
That would be pretty wild, having to pit even for a splash and go in somewhere in the 90s. When you know that caution is coming.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be tight. I would wonder if Ryan Patty's having to do any fuel conservation out there. But Dustin Kleba all over him now. Looks like maybe some contact with the wall there by Ryan Patty.
Look at Ryan Bird. Back up in third. Ha! I did not even mean to do that.
All right, that was the battle for the lead. Dustin Kleba looks like he shoots on around Ryan Patty here.
But that's the advantage of the
Oh, Kleba's loose!
tires. Oh, wow.
Coming out of turn number 4, Dustin Kleba sidesteps it,
Sure did.
but saves it. Not bad, so Kleba almost dive bombing there through 3 and 4. Takes the extreme lower line and overcooked the tires. Let's
Yeah,
check in
he's
on
still-
Senchak and Malone. This is the battle for 5th. I think Kleba might sit back on this one.
Oh my goodness. Everybody's starting to get the wiggles.
Yep.
Senchak was just doing it too when he hit that paint line.
Yep. Tires setting in about 33 laps here. Plenty worn out. I'm sure we'll see everybody take 4 and back out. Let's check back in on our leaders. Oh, Kleba looked like he was getting ready to make the pass. Had him to less than 1/10 of a second, and Ryan Patty pulls away. Kleba gets loose yet again. So Kleba going to play and chase still. Ryan Bird sits 3rd, Vincent Arthur 4th. And Senchak goes ahead and secures 5th. Moving on to Jacob Malone, who's 6th. Dylan Banks up to 7th.
Hey.
Yeah, not bad. Brian Jones trying to come back alive, and Dalton Tucker sitting 9th. Rounding out our field will be Kyle Rochelle, who's up to 10th. He's up 13 here on the night. Banks, Jones, and Tucker each down 5. Currently the only Toyota sitting in the top 15 before we find Jake Christenberry sitting in the 19th position. Adam Kulikowski's down, I think, about 11 laps here.
Oh, and Kleba just passed Ryan Patty for the lead again.
Yeah, we'll see if he can hold on to it, though.
No.
Whoop, there's another wiggle again.
Wow.
Patty getting ready to slice to the inside.
You think he's taking the air off the back end after he passes,
It's
he gets
possible,
in
but
front of him?
Patty having a problem here. Remember, he's only on 2, so those left sides is getting even worse.
Jeez.
Yeah, Patty definitely wrangling that car. Trying not to file an insurance claim here on lap number 96.
I think Bird's going to come in from down below there as a spoiler.
Yep. Well, Bird was also a 2-tire call as well, the 49 machine.
Yes.
As the Orchid Moon Tattoo Shop Chevrolet is working his way up to the front. Remember, he started 18th here in this race, currently sitting 3rd.
Yeah, up 15 is nothing to sneeze at.
No, great job here by Ryan Bird as we sit aboard. Boy, but you can hear those tires scuffing on the way in.
Yeah, I think he'd just like to take advantage of Khalib and Patty, having their issues amongst themselves up there on the top line, but just can't quite take advantage of it.
Yeah, Ryan Bird thought he was clear of Patty there for a moment, but no dice.
Yeah.
Oh, Patty off the wall.
Holds it.
Yep. Now Ryan Patty could use another stage win, but that looks like that's long gone. So
Yeah,
Bird
this
will
lap
have
9.
an opportunity here, who's currently sitting in 6th, only 19 below the line at the beginning of this race. Ryan Patty's done. Those tires are smoked. He is praying for that caution this upcoming lap. If he can just stay in front of Tom Senchak to get a couple more points here. Dylan Banks did pass Jacob Malone for the 6th spot.
And Ryan Bird in the lead for a moment, and Kleba takes it back.
Yep. So that should be our stage.
There
on our
you
top
go.
10, there it is. Aaron Krolick able to come back, got 10th.
So Kleba, Ryan Bird, and Ryan Patty are 1, 2, and 3 for stage 2.
All right. Well, I do not see Mr. Patty out here in our grasp to see what his idea is for the remainder of this race. Seeing how it goes out there. We talked to Ryan Bird.
We did.
Finish that stage in 2nd. And we'll see how Dustin Kleba decides to pit. When we get back to it here. It's a great race so far here. 100 laps complete in this race. Only one caution not
A stage caution.
Yeah, not expected. Only two of them have been pre-planned. So, interesting calls here by all our guys. Everybody coming down in the pit now as they stack up heading in. Let's say right now, Vincent Arthur's looking to turn some of his luck around. He may have to do it this pit stop. Vincent Arthur on his way into the box. Ryan Patty, I'm sure this is going to be a 4 tires. Yeah, he had absolutely nothing at the end of that run. So now he knows how far that he can go.
True.
So about 40 laps is the max. And his tires are cooked.
Well, I think several of them out there
Oh, man.
were...
Yeah, race to the line. Ryan Patty just barely beats him out of there. Vincent Arthur with a 14.1.
All right. So, no odd strategies except so far from Cody Eldred, who looks like chose to take 2.
Yes, Cody
Ouch.
Eldred is yet to pit, though.
Oh, really? This time? Okay. Yep, 82. My goodness, we've got some long pit times on a couple of fellas here.
Yep.
Especially Aaron Krolick. He had just made that top 10, and here he is down there almost 30 seconds.
Yep. Well, it may have been a speeding in as they were held another 15 seconds. Aaron
Only
Krolick, Cameron
15.
Thompson, I believe Tim Harper.
Oh.
Our 3 drivers ended up getting punished here. Revisiting back down pit road is going to be Tim Harper. I expect this to be a splash and go, since he's already gotten marched to the back of the field. Cody Eldred enters the box. And 4 tires of fuel for that machine. Ryan Bird and Ryan Patty up to the front here. And let's see how they can overcome this. It's going to be an interesting race out here. We'll check in on the 84 machine out there, and we'll check and see how he is doing and see what he get his take. The 84 machine of Cody Height. I'll wait for you to choose cone here, buddy.
Oh, you're good, man.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, people switch up, man. The last thing I want to hear is the 84 hit the choose cone because of me.
Being a streamer, I hope I can do more than one thing at once.
Oh, okay. Well, this race has definitely been a handful here. You finally resumed back into the position you started this race in. How in the world are we going to fight our way up to the front, and what is your team kind of doing to offset some of the speed that we're seeing out here?
Man, I don't know. I was just looking at that a second ago. I'm only like barely over a tenth off of the fastest lap of the race, and I just feel as slow as can be out here.
Is it track conditions, or is this car just too loose?
Well, honestly, for me, I don't know if I'm overdriving the entry or not, but the front end's tight on entry, and then I'm loose on exit, so it's like the worst of both worlds.
Right, right. And we're noticing a lot of success of guys up toward the wall. Have you considered taking that line and trying to stick to it?
I did at the end of that run after my tires started falling off a cliff there. I like to stay right above the first seam for as long as I can until my tires fall off, and then I'll move up to the top.
All right, Cody Height. I see we got Appalachia Strong on the side of the car. You want to go ahead and give him a shout out while I got you up here?
Yeah, man. If anybody wants to donate, you can go to the Hope Mills Inc. GoFundMe. That's the one that's done the most good, I feel like.
Awesome. All right, Cody Height. They'll be able to do that. Now, I do live here in Tennessee as well. We had 60 trucks come to the Greenville area, and definitely everybody is looking to help out. Cody Height, good luck to you, buddy, and hopefully we'll see you up toward the front.
I appreciate it, guys. Hope you have a good rest of the broadcast.
We're going to try. Green flag. All right, everybody. Green flag is out. Cody Height Chevrolet is on the way as he's next to Kyle Rochelle, who hopefully has got that blinking under control. Let's rotate up front to our guys here trying to get away. Ryan Patty sitting second. Bird leads the race. Still keeping on the go there. Ryan Bird with an awesome pit stop, but I don't think... Ooh, nudge,
wow.
knock, knock. Yeah, inbound for those guys, as I think we're going to be under caution. Cody Reeder and Dustin Kaleba.
And Kyle Rochelle.
Yeah, and Kyle Rochelle. And I'm hoping this isn't a Rochelle blink out here that caused the stack up. That's the second time that Kaleba and Reeder have been flying toward the infield here. That's Dustin Kaleba doing a little bit of blinking there as well.
Yes, I thought all of a sudden he towed for some reason, but no, he's back.
Now, he may be pounding on that keyboard trying to figure out what's going on with his car and what kind of damage he's looking at. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh, Klebe's loose.
Yep.
Malone's in the back of him. But Reeder, I think, is just trying to get out of that situation.
Oh, but put himself in one just as bad.
Yeah. Let me see if we can find a better angle. We're taking a look from above here. Here's Dustin Kaleba, outside line.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't blame Malone for that. We're already committed.
Oh, wow.
Malone
and then
squeezed.
yeah, he's riding him on the wall, and then Rochelle comes and clips him from behind, but at least he kind of pushed him apart, so they didn't keep sliding like that. Look at. Oh.
Yeah, I think Hollinger is actually the dagger in the back on this one. Notice how we spin. Everything's okay. We got a couple stack up. Watch the 88. Oof.
Oh, but wait, he goes to go around Rochelle. Clink.
Yeah.
So, oh man. Just when you thought you were out of harm's way.
All right. We'll see if anybody enters the infield car care center. I don't show any trouble as of yet. Jacob Malone may be trying to get a couple fenders pushed out here. He was squeezed into the wall, but that car looks pretty good.
Right-hand side looks good too? Ah, really?
Yeah, not bad here by the 52.
I'd like to put that paint on my car. All those shopping carts.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, is that a blue fade back there on the bumper?
Maybe?
Yeah.
Reflecting something.
Yeah, we definitely try to take a look and point out what we see out there. So we'll see. And what do you say we grab a hold of Jacob here? We talked to him a couple of times, but I got a few questions. I got a few questions out there for Jacob Malone. Jacob, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, couple of things out there. Let's start with one. Didn't appreciate getting squeezed in the wall there, eh?
I don't think I got. Wait, are you talking about Vincent squeezing me? I don't really like.
No.
I didn't get squeezed.
No, you just got smushed.
Oh yeah, that. I had nowhere to go. He got loose in front of me. I mean,
No.
that's just racing.
No, we were saying you were fully committed. You just got squeezed, and then there was nowhere left to go. It just kind of got smashed up. Car looks to be in good shape, though, but that brings me to the car. What in the world is going on with the 69 Buc-ee's machine? What happened here?
I wasn't supposed to make it. That's why. So I had extra things for like basketball stuff, but you know, I somehow got home in time. Wasn't able to really set a lap. We drove, like, I had my mom like kind of just cruise around during qualifying so I could at least try to set a time. That didn't work, but you know, started in the back, drove my way up. He's in the 69 right now, just in case I wasn't gonna make it, just to get owner's points. But I'll be back in it next week, so I wouldn't worry.
Okay.
Dude, your mom qualified. That rules.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask about that. I almost couldn't help it. You had your mom. Really? You had your mom race for you?
I had her qualify. I didn't really. She didn't complete a lap, but she tried.
Oh, I love it.
I saw
Yeah.
the slow speed at the beginning. I was, that seems funny.
Hey, she made it.
You know, the thing is, you know, I had no practice, so I'm kind of just going in here having fun, hoping for the best.
Having fun. You were up there running third.
Yeah.
I gotta drive back to the pack though, which is kind of gonna be an issue.
All right, Jacob. Well, hopefully everybody's able to keep the 4 tires down on this one. Something tells me there's going to be a couple grudges out there, especially with the blinkers about midfield. Jacob, good luck to you, man, and Beer Money Racing. Hopefully you guys can get up to the front.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
You bet.
All right, Jacob Malone. He's going to have his shot. That is not Jacob Malone there in the 69. That is Joey Stats, sitting currently 6th is what it shows. I believe he's starting 7th, but we'll see. We'll see. As we get ready to go, Ryan Bird going to take us to our next restart. Green flag is out.
Confirm on 7.
Boy, already starting to fan out. Here's the exit of 2. Dylan Banks makes a lane change on the exit. Yeah, tough angles here for our drivers. Let's check in on Vincent Arthur, who's sitting currently 4th. As Senchak in front of him, Patty's up toward the wall. Bird's choosing the center. Vincent Arthur falls back to 5th as it looks like Brian Jones takes not 1 but 2. Almost had 2 positions as it looks like he was battling alongside Tom Senchak there, following Ryan Patty around the turn. This will be his chance to see if he can squeeze through, and he does. Not bad there. Brian Jones now up to 3rd. Ryan Bird and Ryan Patty sitting 1 and 2. Tom Senchak is 3rd. Brian Jones still trying to fight for that 3rd position. 50 laps left to go here in this run. And we're seeing the guys definitely starting to try to kill each other out there.
Yeah, this will be their longest run here from this starting point. So I'm kind of curious to see if there's another strategy here. Who's taken their 4 tires? You know, do they still have more sitting in the pits, you think?
I would say probably at least another set.
All right. Okay.
Now, guys who've only taken 2 tires here and there, they may be down to their last complete 4 set.
Ah.
But that may be an idea. We saw how well a couple of drivers were out there on 4 tires, and it started paying off in the long run. But if this is going to be caution ridden to the end, 2 tires might be the call. I'm sure Ryan Patty's out there talking to his crew chief, figuring out what is the best angle to take this race at. I do want to give a huge shout out there to the number 93 machine of Jake Christenberry, who has fought himself back into the 9th position after a lap 59. Caution out there.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Oh, Patty going for the lead. Outside line here. Brian Jones going to follow along. Looks like Bird might get bumped. Yeah, Paul Malone out there in the chat saying you were horrible. Nah, I'm just glad. I like it when people have the opportunity to go out there and give it a try, even driving around the track, to show you it ain't that easy. These guys make it look easy, though.
Oh, it's not. Full respect, Miss Paula. I have tried this. It's, no.
All right, a couple of drivers are scrubbing the wall, though, here toward the back. Right now, that is Joey Stats. It looked like he was up there greeting the side of the turn exit out of 2.
No.
Yep, well, still continuing to make
Mr.
a difference, though.
Hollinger is back in the pits.
The 88 machine.
Yes.
All right, we'll see what the call is here. I don't know if Hollinger is having a problem. I see a blink out there.
Yeah, it's but he blinks away even while he's in the pits. He goes from 19th to, it looks like he heads out, and then he's back in again. So.
Yep.
All right.
Let's see if we up the video output here. See, making this look better and better and better. There we go, 15,000, looking good. Much better. All right, Jake Christenberry here on the outside of the 16. Right now, that is Kaliba. Currently showing a lap down. Yeah, Kaliba was in the pits for 1.5 minutes last time he was down.
Yeah,
He will be.
Brian Bird has lost 2 places now. He's sitting in 4th because Vincent Arthur just took that 3rd spot from him.
Yeah, I'm hoping Ryan Bird has not overspent the life there on the tires.
Already?
Well, he was out there in the lead for a moment. He came in on lap 100. We've been under 1 caution since then. So I'm hoping like I said, I'm hoping he didn't cook him when he got out there. Because you can see Ryan Patty's been fast all night, but notice how we're out front. We're right now he's tire conserving. He is trying to, okay, I'm out front. He can pick up the pace if he needs to. He's got the fresh air to the nose. Now it's just time to maintain that lead. If Brian Jones or Vincent Arthur start picking up the pace, let's say he sees that half a second gap from Vincent Arthur get cut down to less than 1/4 of a second, Ryan Patty's going to start picking up pace. He's going to try to get away here. So right now, remember I said earlier, Vincent Arthur has got to take notes on how Ryan Patty pit last time. It was 2 tires for Ryan Patty, and he led by 3.5 seconds.
Yeah.
So you don't want that to happen again. So can Ryan Patty do the same move? Can he make that happen again? What's fortunate for Ryan Patty is he was able to see that Vincent Arthur only took 2 to begin with. So does Ryan Patty hang out there long enough to find out what Vincent Arthur does in the pits?
Yeah, that's a bit of a chess game there. Hoping that he will go in first. I don't know. It's now the one thing I'm watching right now is Tom Senchek has actually had the best lap this evening as far as speed. So he has a good possibility of kind of playing upset there from his starting place of 5th, which he's retained.
Yes. Yeah, only 2 other drivers still remain in that spot. Ryan Patty, who scored on the pole, is in the lead. Cody Height is currently sitting 12th. And that is exactly where he qualified. So a couple moves. Senchak would have to make up a second, though, if he does want to come up with the lead. Brian Jones is not in the chase, but I wonder if Ryan Patty and Brian Jones may come up with some sort of a pact. It didn't look like it at the end of the stage. That they were interested in anything like that at all. 40 laps left to go here in this race. And Ryan Patty is only out by 0.2 of a second.
That is not
Yeah,
much.
here we go. Vincent Arthur turning on the afterburners. Vincent Arthur will actually be poking over here to our right.
Yeah. Ah, there he is.
Here he comes.
I didn't think Brian Jones was going to let go of that spot.
No, he doesn't want to because Vincent Arthur is starting to pick up the pace. Right now, he was able to reel in Ryan Patty by 0.2 of a second last lap. Still think Ryan Patty is trying to conserve as you see a little tail wag there from Arthur. That's going to cost him the spot.
Wow.
Yeah, Stella, it's pretty impressive that one little jumble there,
Yes.
and now you're back under fire.
Yeah, it does not take much. That's just the caliber of racing we're watching right here. Is everybody is at such a level that the tiniest little minutia of you know, picking a wrong line or just touching something, and there we go again.
Yeah, you want to talk about something crazy here. This is Brian Jones we're taking a look at here for the battle for 3rd. Still a lap down. That's Dustin Kleba right there. Dustin Kleba is actually running about 5th place as he's looking to run past Dylan Banks here, but he's a lap down. Vincent Arthur, the worst shape he's been in all night.
Holy mackerel, what got him so loose?
I'm not sure. Fantastic job to hold on to it, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Oddly enough, kind of right before the race, Vincent Arthur was asking if the next gens had changed a little bit. It felt like the tires, quote, squish a little bit before the car snaps. So that might be exactly what Vincent Arthur was feeling there, as he was able to save that car.
I don't think he wants to feel that again.
No, definitely not. As you see Dustin Kleba sitting right behind him, Dylan Banks going ahead and letting that lapped car on by. Pretty impressive when a lap car is starting to pass through the entire field and try to get his lap back the hard way. So as Vincent Arthur loses some time, Ryan Patty out in front by 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, this may just be his ticket tonight. He's got not even 40 laps left.
Yep. But we are going to have to see, hopefully, a green flag stop. When does it happen? And that could make or break their race.
Agreed.
Take a look back off the rear of Ryan Patty at the drivers that are chasing. Senchak and Jones now were side by side, and that gives Ryan Patty another 10th of a lead. That's Kleba up toward the wall we're taking a look at. Yeah. Tough race here. Stella, we talked to him earlier during the break. And Jacob Malone has fought himself back up to 7th position.
Really?
What a roll. What a roll. Ryan Bird currently sitting in 6th. He's going to have to make up about a second to find him, though.
Ooh, big bump we had there to Dylan Banks.
Yeah, Cleveland not too happy about the Allied machine cutting in front of him there.
Okay.
So watch how Kaleva rotates through that turn. Yeah, Kaleva's running a heck of a race here. Has to back up the turn to go ahead and let Ryan Bird on around. I'm wondering if Kaleva's figuring if he could get way out front of Cameron Thompson.
Oh, we have our first taker into pits.
All right, Brian Jones. One of our first top 5s to come on down. Aaron Krolick, Kyle Rochelle, and Tim Harper are joining down as well. Looks like Tim Harper may have fumbled up here. So he's taking the long way around. And back out he goes. Lap 127. Tim Harper came down. So we'll see when everybody else. Vincent Arthur, there it is.
Haha.
And let me tell you right now, that guy right there, that's what he was looking for.
Yep.
So now what does Vincent Arthur decide to do as Thomas Walter joins him? The North Star Designs 57 Chevrolet working his way down into the pit box. Vincent Arthur, yep, set of right sides here. The Wake Up Narcolepsy car, what does he decide to do?
That's
okay.
it.
Redo of stage 1.
Alrighty.
Patty decides to stay out. Tom Senchak, Dylan Banks, Jacob Malone, Joey Stats, Matthew George. Huge clear out this time.
Oh, yeah.
Dustin Kleba still looking to get his lap back, though. He's hanging out there. So that leaves us with the top 6 drivers. Ryan Patty and Ryan Bird. Dalton Tucker, Cody Reeder, Jake Christenberry, and Cody Height.
Make a note that Brian Jones, who was also quite a contender, has chosen the 2-tire route.
Yep. Ryan Patty working his way down into pit. And here's the heartbreaker. Ryan Patty has got to drive the entire length of pit road here. And it has to come out before Vincent Arthur can meet him. Vincent Arthur on a tear, though. He's coming through, too. I'll let you guys know right now. Now, Patty's entered the box. Better hurry up, though, as Ryan Patty needs this win. Patty back out of the box. Out of the lane.
Bird back out of the box.
Yep. Patty trying to hurry up here. Vincent Arthur sitting right behind him. Patty trying to hold this thing to the floor. Here comes the battle for the lead. That is Patty out in front of Vincent Arthur.
Woo!
Holy cow. Ryan Patty with a stellar stop. 7.9 seconds for Ryan Patty. Vincent Arthur with 9.4. What a stop. Stella, I would question here.
But how did Cody Height make it out in 7.9?
Ryan Patty's pit stop.
Yes.
I've got to know, did we take tires or did we only take fuel? Right sides.
Yep.
Right sides and back out. Fantastic. So Ryan Patty remains out front, in front of Vincent Arthur by at least a second. Height, Reeder, and Tucker still need to come down in the pit. And let me tell you, Ryan Patty will be ready to throw some hands out there if a caution comes out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Yeah, they are still too close for comfort, those two.
Yeah. Well, Ryan Patty will sit in the number 1 spot, unseating Vincent Arthur if he wins this race.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay.
Winning in. Dalton Tucker, Cody Height heading on down.
Because
Leaving
so
only
far,
one driver left of Cody Reeder.
So far, our winners in this third grouping of races, my goodness, yeah, was not in contention at all, was not in the playoffs. So we have no win and you're in for this this third
Caution.
round. Oh my heavens.
Kyle Rochelle.
Oh my.
Late race caution here, our 5th caution here of the night. And I believe even our viewers out there are not happy about this caution. Right front damage there to Kyle Rochelle. Huge pit strategy here.
All gone to heck in a handbasket.
Well, what could be a huge move here is everybody pitting and Ryan Patty getting hung out to dry. Brian Jones, oddly enough, coming down.
Well, he only took 2 the last time. Maybe he's going to come back in for the other 2.
Agreed. But Cody Reeder will be working his way in the pit.
Yep.
And now the leaders are going to have to figure out what they're going to do. If Ryan Patty pits, then no one else will.
Oh.
If Ryan Patty does not pit, everyone will.
Oh. And he goes.
He's going to
So
do
does
it.
Vincent Arthur. Bird stays out.
Gutsy move here by Bird. He pit on lap 131 with 2 tires.
Ouch. Okay.
We'll see. I would definitely expect to see Ryan Patty come down here and throw 4 on.
Can't just throw the other 2?
I don't think he's willing to risk it. All right, 4 tires for Patty.
You know,
Vincent
it's like
Arthur.
you really know what's going on.
Yeah, Vincent Arthur, he takes 4, out he goes. Patty still remains in the front.
I'll be darned.
Well, Stella, what a turn of events here.
Yes.
So with 20 laps left to go, our fastest drivers will be caught behind a couple of them here. Ryan Bird, Cody Reeder, and Jacob Malone.
Ooh.
Malone
Jacob Malone
coming
just
down.
came in.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, some guys may decide to come back down. I would say Cody Reeder is not, seeing that he was able to capitalize because he was the leader.
Okay.
So let's talk about some fumbles out there as Cody Reeder had that spin out on lap 8. This is why you never quit the race.
No.
You stick to it and stay out there on the track. Huge move here by Cody Reeder. Fantastic job here. And right now, Cody Reeder will have a 6-lap tire advantage and then complete another set over Ryan Bird.
Now, what has happened to Joey's stats? Why did he speed?
I'm not
'Cause
sure.
he's-
We're currently sitting at about 40 seconds in the box.
Yes.
Yep, Tim Harper looks like a full disconnect here by
Oh,
the number 12 Ford. Terrible timing.
yes, because he just finished his pit.
Yep, choose
Stall
cone
time.
underway. And I do want to grab a hold of another KPR Motorsports driver and see if he has anything left to add here before we get back under green. Cody Reeder, what a race here tonight, my man, and some timed caution here.
Yeah, that's I was trying to pull like a Reddick situation there, and it worked out. So we'll see what happens these next 20 laps.
All right, well, you came in on lap 137. Looks like 4 tires and fuel for you. Ryan Bird has only taken 2. It looks like, I believe, he'll be starting your outside here. Tough race for you, though. Spin out on lap number 8. We did not end up in getting a caution for that one. But, you know, do you have anything to tell any other racers when you end up in an early spin out, and now here you are sitting second?
Yeah, I've been spun. I've been wrecked on the backstretch twice now. So luckily, the damage wasn't too bad on that second one. I got it repaired, and now I'm in it. So it's front row on what could be the last caution or last restart. So just got to make it happen. Expecting it to be tight, so it's got to figure it out. Hopefully, get the lead here and use that clean air to my advantage.
Oh, yeah. Well, 2 drivers who are going to be looking for that clean air. Ryan Patty, who needs the win in the end, will be caddy cornered you to the back right. And Vincent Arthur, who wants to come away with a win in this round. It's going to be tough. They'll be sitting right behind you. Cody Reeder with KPR Motorsports. Good luck to you, buddy. All right. We are back underway. Only double file for the first 4 rows. As we get back underway, here we go. Cody Reeder will be sitting here to the side of Ryan Bird. We'll see when this plays out. Coming through that turn. There's Reeder into Bird. Bird now going to rotate up toward Patty. Patty in a bad spot here.
Yes.
Oh, man. Patty threading the needle here. Going to use the 17 to pull through. Caution back out. Vincent Arthur involved.
Vincent Arthur Wow.
Yeah, now
Talk
would not
about-
be a good time to talk to the 24 machine.
No.
If I am
No.
not mistaken, I thought that was Dylan Banks to his inside.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if his own teammate came up and nudged him there.
Do that congratulating bump a bit too early.
I do have to say, Ryan Patty is probably taking a huge deep breath right now.
Why? Because the major contender is
Way in the
behind
back.
him.
Vincent Arthur now currently, unless he's got to get back up, currently sitting 16th.
Hmm.
All right. We'll see what happens here. See Cameron Thompson's involved as well. Uh-oh.
What on earth?
Look at Jacob Malone. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. How in the heck did he
Yes.
make that?
I don't know,
Krolik.
but I
Oh.
thought, oh man, got the reflexes of a spider, man.
Look at the turn. So Vincent Arthur gives a little wiggle right there. And I'm wondering if Banks got nervous and moves to the right, but too late. Right here.
But 41, crunch.
Well, 41's got nowhere to go. He went and shut the door on him.
Oh.
Look at Malone. How did he know? I mean, what a save.
Yep. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, watch
Oh.
Krolik here. I think he speeds up.
What?
Boom.
In the world? I don't. Never mind.
All right, let's do this again. Watch from Malone's
Okay.
view. Man.
Did he even let up?
Yeah. Yeah, he let up just a hair. Again.
Lucky.
That was from the
Dog.
front bumper.
Yeah.
Whew.
Well then.
All right. Currently 17 laps left to go. Vincent Arthur has come down and revisit pit road. On lap 142, 51 seconds down the box. Let's see if we can get that car in ship shape, ready to go.
And Joey Stats is back down there again. For over, what, for another 40 seconds. He must have had some kind of damage, that we didn't see happen. Because that's 2 long stays. Cody Eldred making a last-minute jump into the pits.
Yeah, might as
And
well.
now-
This may be the last pit stop. I think all the silly stuff's going to stop now. So, fairly certain it'll be choose cone this time by.
Okay.
If not, we should be back on the green this round.
Yeah, it looks like Kyle Rochelle may be spending the rest of the race in the pits. He's looking at, so far, 9 minutes.
Yep. What?
Oh.
Can someone explain? Oh, that's going to extend the caution.
Oh, yeah. My goodness.
Did that just destroy his race car?
Yeah,
Right
pretty
side's
much.
totaled out.
Did he not just come out of pit? I mean,
I don't
no.
understand here.
No, not Kleba. Pollock just
Oh,
came
broke
out.
loose. He's warming up the tires and the car broke loose. Did you see it?
Okay. We're going to hang our head in shame. Here we go. Yep.
Holy cow.
Well, Jacob didn't miss that one. Mr. Malone clinked him on the way by.
Yeah.
Wowee.
Yeah, you'd almost hope that they would extend it an extra one to try to give Malone some fix there. Notice the dent in the front.
Yep.
A little bit of a loss for words here.
Yeah, that was unusual. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, neither have I. All right, well, with the different offset pitting by a couple of these guys, this does allow Vincent Arthur to get up to now the 13th spot to restart. Wow.
Kind of wonder why that never happened before. I mean, I've seen some guys really twist and shout out there.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, look at them snug up.
Yep. Well, they were ready to get going here.
Impressive.
All right, here we go. Dylan Banks to the outside. Ryan Patty's going to lose a position here. Malone to the outside. Now, Malone's just got just as much invested here. He wants to come away with the win. Patty side by side with Banks.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Kristen Berry having a field day.
Yeah, they're trying to fight it off here. Patty going to have to run down Reeder. Reeder to the outside. Patty taking a more aggressive turn through 3 and 4. He's all over him now. What does Cody Reeder decide to do? Does he hold his line? Cody Reeder blocks low. Patty's high. Patty going to try to get some turn exit speed as Ryan Bird holds the bottom. Uh-oh. You see somebody spinning toward the infield back there.
I do. It's not causing a caution, however.
No. We'll check back in on that later.
Woo.
As here comes Ryan Patty. Oh, Patty with enough room. Does he
But
know that
Ryan-
Bird's there? Oh, this is through turn 1 and 2. Right now on the outside is Cody Reeder. Bird trying to hold on right behind him. Vincent Arthur, loose again.
He is.
Yeah, Vincent Arthur trying to fight back. He had just nudged into the top 10 and loses control. Vincent Arthur drops back down to 13th after another save. Patty trying to cut the nose off there of Cody Reeder. He does, but can he make the escape? Right now, looks like Banks did give a nudge out there to Reeder. Reeder going to get a push out to the front from Banks. Banks now to the inside of Patty. Patty with the turn exit speed. He's not going to have enough room this time. Reeder getting out of the way. 3 wide battle for the lead. Patty holds up top in the Geico machine. The Vencu machine out there of Cody Reeder and the Allied Chevrolet. Toyota leading, Chevrolet of Dylan Banks sitting second, and the Ford of Cody Reeder following third. Looks like this is amazing racing here with 10 laps left to go.
You got Malone and Bird in the mix there in the top 5.
Yeah.
It's, woo!
Yeah, I don't know about you. I think a couple of people out there, even in the spectators out here watching, I think just held their breath on that merge. That was pretty close there by Banks. I'm going to talk about a non-playoff driver making a difference.
Yeah.
And here we go. Banks, I think, will be playing off for the playoffs next year. He's been very consistent this year with a couple of wins under his belt during the regular season. And right now, Reeder trying to hold on. Remember, Reeder did not pit on 142. He did on 137. 4 tires and fuel.
And Banks passed him.
Yep. Right now, this is huge. Ryan Patty needs to come up with an answer. But he's calm, cool, and collected. We've seen him a couple of times in a couple of passes before. Ryan Patty trying to run Dylan Banks down here. Oof.
We are at a blistering pace.
Yeah, this is right now smoking out there on the track. Ryan Patty, high line. Cody Reeder might merge up into him here. A little nudge with the wall. And that's going to bleed off a lot of speed that Patty needed to carry through.
Yes.
Yeah, Dylan Banks rotates up to the top. And this will be more than one race here during the playoffs.
Oh.
The non-playoff drivers haven't been in the winner's circle.
Wow, Jacob Malone just took a hard shot to the wall. Managed to hold it, but that's not going to help that right side of his car.
Well, remember, he's already dealing with that nose damage he received from
Yes.
Kleba during caution. So far, so good. Right now, Dylan Banks pit on 137 for 4 tires and fuel.
What is making Patty ride so high on each and every one of these turns?
This is what he's looking to do. Get a little turn exit speed, he'll have second. Able to pass down on the bottom through the turns, but if you want to pass on the straightaways, you got to take the top line. You're seeing Cody Reeder do just that. I expect to see Patty, good block. Patty blocks Reeder. Hopefully that was going to give him a shove toward Dylan Banks. Watch Ryan Patty get this turn exit speed, trying to see if he can run down Banks here. Quarter of a second behind with 5 to go. All right, staying true to the top, Ryan Patty does, as he's looking for Banks. Trying to run him down here.
He is closing in quick.
Yeah, good speed. He's got the draft. Here he comes. All he needs to do is get a little breathing room between him and Reeder. Reeder's down toward the bottom. Now Reeder's to his side. Oof. Yeah, right now Patty is under fire here. Yeah, he's heading into this turn too hot. Ugh, into the wall. Yeah, Patty needs to take a deep breath here. He's running out of time. 3 laps left to go in this one. Vincent Arthur breaks back into the top 10.
Oh, my. All right. Oh. Had a little touch and go there.
Yeah, right now, I
But,
think right now Dylan Banks might be trying to fend for his team out there.
Take a look who just popped out, though. And that was Tesenchek.
Senchak trying to take a little bit of the steam off here. From Cody Reeder attacking. Ryan Patty back trying to get back on Dylan Banks here. He's going to hammer the wall. Yeah, right now he is running out of time. White flag this time by. Yeah, right now he needs to keep turns like that coming. Ryan Patty. White flag is out. Dylan Banks is in the front.
This is his time. It's a use it or lose it kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got to be very aggressive, and hopefully those tires hold out. Ryan Patty is right on his rear bumper. Here he comes. Right now, Ryan Patty's going to try to dive bomb it once again here, and Dylan Banks is going to block. Wow. Ryan Patty trying to get the roll through here, and taking away the win is Dylan Banks away from Ryan Patty. So a non-playoff driver comes in the winner's circle here.
For second week in a row.
And honestly, I would say, like I was saying before, Dylan Banks, that was the race for the team. Vincent Arthur finishes 10th, which will help defend his lead. And Josh Conover won't be under fire as bad, seeing that Ryan Patty was not a winning in.
Okay.
Because that would have pushed Conover to 6th.
Ah. Yeah, it's interesting. Our stage 1, stage 2, and our final had so many different different people. Stage 1, Patty won, but had Arthur and Senchak. This stage 2 had Kaliba with Ryan Bird in between him and Patty, and then for the final to have Banks come out of the blue and take it right on past Patty and Senchak for the win.
Wow, that was absolutely huge, and heartbroken has got to be that 56 Toyota.
Yes.
Ran one hell of a race here tonight, and just didn't have enough right there at the end. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and round this up here before I bring our drivers in. And we talk to them a little bit about this race here. Man, lost it by less than a tenth of a second.
That hurts.
Yeah. Not bad again by Tom Senchak finishing third.
No, he made a quick move there at the end. I seem to have a little trouble finding one fella.
Yep, he is not here currently. We'll find him here in a little bit. All right, everybody. That's the end of our race. Driver interviews coming up next. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, catching up with our third place finisher here, Tom Senchak. You've been up front almost all night here in that late Apex machine. Talk to me about this race and what could have gone different for you to be in winner's circle here tonight.
Yeah, I think that late restart right there when everybody came in and took tires was kind of detrimental because the guys who were in front of me took 2 and I took 4 because I know there was going to be like 6 or 7 more laps than there was in that one first stage where everybody took 2. So I took 4, and then the caution came out with everybody in front, and then we were all equal after that. But just navigating through traffic, we had a really good long run car. I think we could have had it if it went a little bit longer. But it does take a lot of time navigating through traffic because that high line is just so powerful. But third place ain't bad.
Yeah, well,
No.
Speaking of third place, you were sitting third place in the points before we started tonight. How confident we feeling heading into the paperclip next week?
I'm just hoping that this kind of locked me in. I know Conover missed today's race, so I know the points are going to be a little scarce. I don't like Martinsville. I'm not saying I'm bad at it, but my back hurts after it, and I kind of lose concentration at that track. So, I mean, we'll get a good finish, hopefully, but I think we should be pretty good for the top 4.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty tough here, man. Tom Senchak, shout-out time.
Yep, shout out you guys. I can't wait to rewatch this later. Shout out to everybody up front. Was racing really clean all night. I'm not sure if you guys picked up on it. There was a few rubbing, but I mean everybody was pretty clean. There wasn't any egregious moves or super late dive bombing. So shout out to everybody in the league. Shout out to Late Apex. Hopefully Bird got some points tonight, made up some ground. he's really, really good at short track. So let's see what he could do next week in Martinsville, and hopefully he could bring it home and at least get 2 of us in there.
Man, tough race here tonight. Tom, good luck to you next week.
Yep, appreciate it, man. I'll see you guys next week.
Oh, yeah.
You bet.
All right, everybody, Tom Senchak. That's going to move us straight to our winner here tonight, which was Dylan Banks. Dylan Banks, rough race here, man, especially right here toward the end. How confident you feeling, coming away with this win that you were going to be the one?
Oh, man. Early on, it gave me a pass in the leader or whatever. On the green flag, I guess my nose was just barely ahead of Patty's, so it gave me a black flag and a drive-through. So I had to drive through in the pits a couple laps later, and I felt like I had to fight and claw my way back up there. But that just shows the resiliency. I never give up no matter the situation in flatline. My team doesn't give up no matter the situation. Just how we go.
All right, man. Well, I'm going to bring it up, and I know some people may be thinking, and I know I was thinking about it a little bit. Was it a team move to come away with the win, because that took away Ryan Patty's playoff hopes at all?
Well, no, not really. Obviously trying to get the playoff guys wins. That's what we want. So Vinny, we wanted him to get the win.
Yeah, but
we
this
have a couple. Yeah, and it does help though. Helps Josh and Vinny a lot. So
right.
It's good news.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, this helps defend Vincent's lead, and it keeps Conover from getting knocked down to 6th. So it was definitely a tough race out here. I just wasn't sure if we were making sure that Patty had no way of coming away with any sort of a win, or Stella, I believe we had somebody call it a business decision to be made out here. But, man, awesome job here regardless. We come away with a win here at Homestead. Did we have any looseness or tightness in the car like some of these other guys were fighting out there?
Yeah, definitely got a little loose long run, but it's all about throttle control. At that point, this is one of the best tracks, I think, in my opinion. It's such a driver track. You can't just go and wrap the bottom. I mean, you got the outside, middle is 5 grooves. But yeah, all in all, I knew that Vinny got wrecked out there or whatever, and it happened to him. But I did want to make sure the flatline guys benefited the most, because that's what we're here for. Is we're all a team, and we go for each other. I mean, we do anything we can for each other. That's just how we roll.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things going on out there, man, and definitely a lot of heartbreaking moves that ended up happening during this race. I kind of question at times, what in the world, could have gone different out there, maybe for a cleaner race or different things to happen. But as we head to the paperclip, it's going to be even dicier out there. But hopefully we see that one kind of calm down a little bit and not end up being a ton of cautions.
Yeah, I hope so. I love Martinsville. I can't wait to go there. I heard it was pretty rough in the spring, but Martinsville, you're going to have a lot of cautions, just how it goes. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be a better race than it was in the spring, and we're going to do everything we can to go out there and help our boys get in the Champ 4.
All right, man. Shout out, Tom.
Oh yeah, shout out you and Stella up in the booth. Centrac's always putting on a good show. I want to thank my guys at Flatline. I couldn't do it without them. Vinny, Josh, Cody, Nick, Matthew, all the guys there. Could not do it without them. I want to thank 213stemware.com and also W Energy Drinks. And yeah, let's go get her next week.
All right, Dylan Blanks. Good luck to you, buddy, and we'll see how you do next week.
Thank you, buddy. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Good night.
All right, Dylan Banks coming in the second spot, in the number 1 spot. As I get a little tangled up looking for Ryan Patty here to talk to him about the last laps of this race, and definitely the heartbreaker that it was for Ryan Patty here, and I definitely don't want to get the two of them fighting, so let's go ahead and bring them up. Ryan Patty, this race, man, tough one, especially starting on the pole here tonight. Walk me through it.
Just came up short tonight. Didn't have enough. tried to throw the Hail Mary there and went our way into the Final Four and came up short.
Yeah, no, it's pretty tough for you here, man. I hate seeing it for you. I would say the Geico machine looked like plenty strong enough here tonight. I just think if those safer barrier walls were out about another 8 feet, you might have had it.
Yeah, weren't really trying to run the high line there. Fast line for us was laying off the bottom, and that's where we really showed speed over 20, 30, 40 laps. One thing I was afraid of tonight was going to be the short runs, late race restarts, where you never really know what can happen. You get stuck behind a couple cars, you don't have enough time to get around them. So,
Yep.
yeah, probably had the fastest car tonight, but just didn't work out at the end. It's just the way racing goes.
Yeah, no, I hate to break your heart here a little bit, man. It's definitely a tough, I wouldn't say a tough loss, a tough place. Because if you had won, this would be a win in. You secured into Phoenix, pushed Conover into 6th. Just definitely a interesting business decision out there by the 48 Chevrolet and the Flatline Motorsports guys to come away with actually him coming with a little extra. He also took 4 tires and fuel back on lap 137. Is there anything else you could have done to try to capitalize on your pit strategy?
I don't think so. That last stop, everyone came in and took 4. We were all looking at 20-ish laps to go. I thought I was in great shape. Got the got the lead there. I think I was behind the 17. Was gonna be able to get by him probably pretty easy. And then that last caution that came out caused a little bit of chaos there. But just the way it goes. I mean, they've got a really good team. It's just me and Kulikowski over here, and I mean, Kulikowski's he's great, but usually we don't find him up front, so I don't really get a ton of help here. So for a small team, I think we show up strong every week, and had a real chance at the win this week. Just those non-playoff drivers, there's nothing you can do. They come out, win a race, that's fine. Last week we got into it with a non-playoff driver, just ran us tight, ended our day. It's not like we're racing just playoff guys. There's a lot of guys out here that throw a wrench into things.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that also happened out there with Bird and Conover over there at the Charlotte Roval. So I would say, yes, it's good having non-playoff drivers out here racing. It definitely switches things up, but when you call it a Hail Mary and that's your last shot, it definitely makes it definitely for a difficult week for sure. Ryan Patty, aren't you supposed to have Mr. Snyder with you?
Well, he owns the team, but he doesn't race all that often. Usually he'll come out for super speedway races and whatnot, but he runs trucks on Tuesday night in a different league. He's just team owner.
All right. Well, Mr. Patty, you might have to get the O behind your name instead of the rookie there on the next round. Ryan Patty, give me your shout-outs here, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see what happens next season. Maybe we'll enter our own team. But, I appreciate everyone for putting this league together. It's always a lot of fun every week. Hopefully next week's clean. I know Martinsville can be a little bit tough to run on iRacing, but my goal there is to go out and try to get a win, too. So we'll start practicing probably tomorrow, see what we can do.
All right, man. All right. Well, I know they always say break early and exit fast, but I don't know. Every time everybody breaks early, they end up trying to put their car in your passenger seat. So, Ryan, good luck to you, man. And hate to see you come second, but glad you came second, man.
That's all right. We'll keep our chin up. Go get him next week.
All right, Ryan. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Ryan Patty coming in for a second-place finish here. What a race it was here, Stella. Excellent job by all of our drivers out there, able to maintain and get out there and be definitely be quick and speedy out there. But man, oh man, what a heartbreaker out there for Ryan Patty not coming away with the race win here. But that's going to push us into Martinsville for next week. Definitely a track I would not want to put my bets on coming away with a win, especially at the end of the season, and we're looking at 8 other guys still looking for that win, and you're in. Seeing that nobody during this round has secured themselves into the next round, except I believe after this race, Vincent Arthur may be locked in. Stella, anything left to add?
No, I believe this might be the first time I have seen absolutely no playoff driver winning in their bracket. So it really throws, like you say, a wrench in the thing, but that's the name of the game.
Yeah, well, it's going to be pretty tough seeing how these guys go. But as this as it crunches down, the points get tighter and tighter. We'll hopefully see some great racing after that. All right, appreciate you guys joining us for here at Simtrax Broadcasting with the National Oval Racing Association. I will see all you guys next week at Martinsville. Until then, be well, be safe, be kind. We'll see all you guys next time.